Hello, my friends, and welcome back to Mystery Tech, where I have a very special guest, construction noise. Oh, what's up? I caught it. I'm so fast, like Sonic. All right, first item is, I already don't like this. Oh, is this the stupid MKBHD thing or whatever it's called?
Yeah.
So recently on Twitter, I found that there is a company called MKBHD or MKBHD. It looks like MKBHD, and every time I read the name, I feel like I'm dyslexic. But they make these wonderful little wood creations like this, which is a phone stand, right?
Yes.
All right, so let's give this a try. Wow, how lovely that is. Truly a magnificent side hustle for Marquez and his secret woodworking company. But look how nice this is. I can just rotate it around. I'm not entirely sure why this moves because I don't see any reason for it to move. Oh, okay, I see. So you can rotate the mousse so you get different angles on your phone. How?
So smart.
What a clever gentleman. That Marquez. If only we had recently done a This Is episode with Marquez, all about whether or not he can guess tech and phones correctly, linked in the description.
I'm definitely taking that. We can put it right on the fun station.
Here you go, Matt. It's all yours.
Look at. Yay!
I hope you have some headphones, Ken. I'm feeling the mood for some music. Hey! Wait, did you actually have headphones really ready? Okay, cool. These are the Razer Opus wireless noise canceling headphones. So I've actually heard a lot about this. So we actually got a really brief look at this at CES earlier this year. But essentially the idea is that these are very similar to something like the Sony 1000X Mark IIIs. However, they're only $200, and by most accounts, they are almost as good in certainly most categories, and obviously a lot cheaper. So Ken, I know you've spent a lot more time with the 1000X Mark IIIs. So generally speaking, they're regarded as some of the best sort of over-ear noise canceling headphones. However, at $350, they're very expensive. So if these can even get close to the same level of comfort, noise, noise rejection, I suppose, as well as audio quality, I'll be really impressed. Wow. I mean, these look almost identical to the Sonys, but that's not a bad thing. I feel like the Sonys have a very classic design. It's just very unusual that of all companies, Razer are the ones who've brought these out. I mean, yes, they're certainly not gaming-focused headphones, but of course you have to consider Razer makes a lot of other products, including their own phone. So it's only natural for them to get into the sort of higher-end audio space that's not necessarily just for like a gaming headset.
And they also own THX.
They do own THX. Oh. Okay, initial impressions, the passive isolation is nuts on these things. Like legitimately, I can believe that these were on just by putting it on. Like that's actually a massive difference. Usually, I'm not a big fan of downloading apps for, well, most of the things on Mystery Tech. However, I will download the Razer Opus app because not only I'm sure you use this for things like updating your firmware and whatnot, but supposedly you can actually tune it fairly accurately, I guess, with the EQ and everything. So I'm connected, auto shut off. Oh, auto pause resume when the headset's removed from your ears. That's a nice feature. Obviously, with a lot of sort of like in-ear buds, you take out your AirPods, whatever, it'll pause your music. It's a little bit of a less common feature for a proper full-size pair of headphones. It's a really pleasant sound. Like there's nice soundstage, but it's very easy to listen to. It's not like sort of cranked up on like the highs and especially the bass like a lot of headphones. They're especially like Bluetooth headphones. All right, verdict.
So I do agree. There's definitely not as much of a punchy, bassy sound to it. The one thing I really like is that this actually has physical buttons instead of the Sony, where the Sony has touch controls that I feel like get in the way of everything.
I like these almost purely for the fact that they automatically play on pause. Like I've really gotten used to that with Bluetooth headphones, with like the Galaxy Buds and like AirPods and stuff. That's a really nice feature.
That is really seamless.
It's super quick. The only thing I don't like is when you turn on and off ANC, the music pauses for a second, which sounds kind of like jittery.
These sound really good for $200.
All right. Okay, well, I see more Razer stuff. Is this just the Razer sponsor episode, Ken? Are you just sneaking your sponsors in already?
Well, I kind of need to eat.
So we have the Razer Kishi, another item that we did take a look at CES. We also have the TCL 10 Pro. Wait, hold on. Walk me through this for a second. Have you bought anything in this episode yet? Have you just been fully like taking advantage of that sweet sponsor money the entire time?
This is one of the cheapest mystery techs we've ever done.
Well, thanks. After the last one was like $400,000, I'm pleasantly surprised. Okay, hang on. So let's start with the Kishi. Okay, that's a pretty straightforward looking controller. Okay.
I would not do that with no.
Why do you subject your Galaxy Fold?
Flip. My Z Flip. You know what? No, the Z Flip is durable.
One bad moment and your phone's gonna be cut in half.
No, look, it's even sturdy. Look, it's like the fold's not gonna flip in half.
It's not sturdy.
Look, it's fine.
There's so much flex. We gave you a phone to use.
Oh, right. I forgot. I will immediately say one thing. I like the gray finish on the back. That actually does look kind of unique. This is every bit as good as a OnePlus or a Galaxy. It's nice sort of metal machining on the sides. You've got a tapered edge, which honestly looks like it's straight off of something like a OnePlus 7. Oh, we've got a headphone jack. How wonderful. Although I will say the notch is looking a little on the old side. I was about to say, what a nice freebie in the box, but display greatness is burned onto your case. So I don't like that at all. All right, well, I mean, I'm not impressed with this fingerprint sensor right now. It is taking like a solid 2 seconds for it to register right now. Maybe it'll be a little bit faster later. Choose dominant hand, left hand or right hand. Yeah, so this is a Snapdragon 675, which is actually pretty solid. 675 is probably what we'll see in like Pixel 4a or whatever. Oh my God. It burned in a watermark, a TCL watermark. Display greatness, display greatness, display greatness. Selfie portrait. I mean, wow.
Oh, what?
Did you see how far, like, delayed that was? I mean, that does not look good. That is not my best selfie. What the okay, so we have 3 cameras running right now.
Oh, that's cool.
Original ultra-wide and low-light video.
That what? What? Oh, that's gonna haunt me forever. 4 Austins. I thought 1 was enough.
Hey guys, this is a phone.
Oh god damn.
Okay, so you know what? The camera seems to be about as good as a $450 phone should be, unless your name is Google Pixel. Why don't we try a game here? One slight problem with this, it covers up the proximity and the light sensors, so the phone immediately went completely dark. I have to manually adjust that up. So now that we have Fortnite downloaded, there are a couple of issues. So first of all, the Kishi does seem to work, at least through the menus, and all the buttons are being registered. The problem is that the phone is defaulting to low resolution and 20 FPS. So I cranked up the limit, but I don't have high hopes for the performance of this guy. It wouldn't even let me turn up the graphics to medium. I didn't think that the 675 was that sort of low end, but like, it looks terrible. Like, it definitely looks like it's running at like 360p or something. Wow, it's not even 30 FPS right now. I'm at 21, 22. Yeah, this thing is not impressive.
You know what phone will play this really well?
What?
The iPhone SE.
iPhone SE would absolutely do a better job. Wow, do you see how the world was like spawning in as I walked around the corner there? Look, the thing is, the controller, I'm on board with. This feels good. It's not a perfect fit for all phones, but something like this, I think it works well enough. The problem just is with the TCL. It's a nice bit of hardware, but the performance is bad. Like, there's no other way around it. Like, this just looks terrible. Whoa, what the? I have no idea how to play Fortnite, but they've added a lot of stuff since the last time I played.
So you say that every time you play Fortnite.
Sunny Tech. Okay. What is this? What is that? I see like capacitors and, wait, is this like the Tesla coil?
This is part 2.
Yes! Okay, never mind, I'm excited again.
So this plasma loudspeaker is $80.
Excuse me, did you say the words plasma loudspeaker?
Yes, I did.
This looks so nefarious. I don't even know where to begin. So we have what looks like a power supply here, and then we have like a motor or something, and then it goes to this, which is, I guess, just a couple of copper contacts. Are you sure there are no instructions of any kind?
You don't want to open the box.
There was nothing in there.
I say just go for it. Coward.
Well, look to see where to plug in the headphone jack.
What the fuck was that? Oh, okay.
There's plasma.
What is that? What? How do you do anything with this?
Turn it off. Oh, that is definitely it.
Okay.
Actually, the battery life is really good. Hey guys, this is Austin, and today on Broke vs. Pro, well, guess what?
Whoa! You see it's jumping over? What the?
Hey, you're crackling.
What is happening?
It's jumping.
Yeah, this is like going all over the place.
Sick.
So the thing is, this is a really interesting device. The problem though is this is not all that loud. It's very cool that we're literally using electricity and a plasma arc to listen to music, but it's incredibly quiet. You would never want to listen to this as like a real speaker, right? You almost hear sort of more of the hissing than anything else. But that being said, as a science toy, it is actually really interesting. It also scares me. But I mean, what else is new? Lots of things scare me. Oh, wow. What lovely background noise. If only I had my active noise cancellation headphones. Oh, well. Instead, I have a PS4 controller. Wow. Oh, gee, whatever can I do with this? And what the fuck? What the fuck can I?
This is a family channel.
This is the Mayflash Magic NS wireless controller adapter for Switch and PC. Are you trying to tell me that this turns a PS4 controller into a Switch controller?
In theory.
All right. My friends, I come bearing a solution. This may look like a normal TV to you, but in fact it is not, because it is the Ultimate Nintendo Switch Pro that we very carefully customized on the Building the Ultimate Nintendo Switch. I'm using this because I want to show off my craftsmanship, not because I can't find another Nintendo Switch dock which is not glued to the back of the TV. That looks really bad on camera. Why didn't you even tell me about that?
It looks even worse than I remember.
Okay. So this is pairing. That's probably a good sign. Oh, 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 it worked, it worked, it worked. Wait, why is it not? What? Wait, it's paired. It's paired. What? It's paired. It's paired. Do you see it's paired? Can you see it's paired right now? Look how blue that is. This should be working. Why isn't this working?
I don't see a single positive review past 2008.
Okay, you know what? This thing doesn't work. We're moving on with the, you know, it's fine because the Ultimate Switch doesn't need a PlayStation controller. It's good enough as is.
Now we put that in the trash.
What is that? Why do you give me more things? I don't even have room on the table. Is this another Roboraptor, Ken? Did you give me another Roboraptor? We've had Roboraptor. We've had Roboraptor X. We've had Megaraptor. We've had that weird pink raptor. We've had like 5 or 6 others that I can't recall off the top of my head. But now, we've completely given up, and now we have Robosapien, a Gundam.
You know Robosapien is like the more famous cousin of Roboraptor, right?
I mean, it's from the same company. Are you trying to tell me that Robosapien is more popular than Roboraptor?
Actually, yes.
Really? Who doesn't want a robot dinosaur?
Who doesn't want a little brother?
I have one of those, but it's not worth it.
Oh, well. Ooh.
So, you should really take those knives away from you.
Nah, it's okay.
You watch too much Naruto.
That was the most yikes moment of my life.
I am leaving.
Woo! You know, I wonder why people don't take me seriously sometimes. And then moments like this, I'm reminded of why no one takes me seriously sometimes.
Austin, I make tech on the internet videos. Evans. Thing. I messed that up.
Can we name this the cringe episode of Mystery Tech? Or is that just every episode? Okay, all right. He's not happy about his newfound brother. Just gonna.
Put his hand back on right now.
I'm putting his hand back on. Yes, there. Calm down. Okay, so we have Robosapien. He doesn't look as high quality as Roboraptor. He's just black and just generic looking.
Wow. He is.
I mean, that's kind of cool, actually.
That's why Robosapien is actually really popular. He's most known for dancing. Wait,
What? Why are you like? Why? Oh my God!
Jesus Christ!
Why are you the way that you are?
He has 2 feet full of batteries.
Do we have that many?
I don't know. I need a screwdriver to find out.
What is that, like 8 double?
I would assume 4 and 4. Oh, shit, no, they're 2 C's.
2 D's.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, 2 D's. Double D's, my friend, double D's. Did you just break your nut? You just nut so hard you broke it? We don't have D's? Are you trying to tell me that this mystery tech is officially over now that we don't have batteries for Robo Lamo? What do we do now?
Chipotle?
Yeah, sounds good. All right. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.